Okay, so last session was a big to do on trying to decide the direction of the party, whether we were going back to the village to try and find a safe place for this kid that we found, or if we trudged forward into Valakai in hopes that we could find someone safe to take care of him within the city gates. There was a time where night fell. You guys camped out. As a matter of fact, I believe that was the session before. Never mind. We ended up traveling till almost nightfall to a place called the Black Rose Inn. You arrived here pretty much as dusk set in. The wind is chilling. It seemed to have died down at least for a little bit as you casually approached. But you're pretty much getting here just in time. As you approach the tall but rather quaint inn, there is a man waiting outside. He seems to be smoking a pipe. And he just kind of looks at you for a moment, offers you a small nod of his head, and he says, "Hail, travelers. Where are you coming from?"
Does he say it in Balokian?
No, it's in English. Or common, whatever.
Trevok just turns around and points behind him. From that away!
Right, good sir. From our ways under. What was the town we started in all this?
The village of Barovia.
We wandered from the mist of the village of Barovia quite some days ago and have heard tales of a quaint tavern and inn.
He waves you over and approaches the brazier out front. I come get warm by the fire then.
Kind of looks towards the group, make sure everybody's cool with this.
Don't mind if I do.
No bad vibes going on.
Can I go by this fire?
Yeah, if you want to.
We all just. Sorry. Cool with you.
I'll go up to him. Kind of do the hand rub and, warm by the fire.
Mm-hmm. He looks to you. He's smoking out of it's a fine pipe, but it's been worn, so to speak. This is an older fine pipe.
Yeah.
So much so that like you could see where the varnish had been worn off at one point, and then it had been re-waxed. As he takes a big toke off of it, it smells heavily of tobacco. And then he in turn reaches out and offers it to Elion. Care to warm your insides there, friend?
Oh, not typically, but on this occasion, I think I'll try anything once, my friend.
He nods and he hands it to you along with a think of like a matchstick, a rather large one that doesn't have the phosphorus tip on it, but there is an ember on the end of it. And he just says, "Here, just goad the leaves with this and inhale, and you should be fine."
Yeah, dude, I'll strike that match and take a puff.
Mm-hmm. He
Smoking H right now? What's going on?
he looks between the two of you and he's like, "Are you guys brothers?"
Just nods while exhaling and presumably coughing.
All right, hell yeah.
Yes.
He nods. He's like, "I had a brother once. It's a neat feeling that every young man should have." Let me see, what the fuck is this guy's? Oh, he looks at you and he says, "My name is Vikal. I am a traveler of sorts. I take goods from Valakai and I trade them through Perez or the village, wherever it may earn me some coin. What is it that you two do?
Figuring it out still.
New, then, I take it.
Fairly. What is this, like week 2 or something?
Yeah, I'd say you're probably about 2.5 weeks in now. Roughly, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be happy to know that, this establishment, though once ran by natives, is, as they would call it, ran by foreigners now, as you and I are. How has your time been dealing with them?
The natives?
Yeah.
They're fine. Fairly unpleasant, but nothing I'm not too particularly used to the dealing with.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are okay. Others like to pretend like I have a second head or something, but
Yeah,
each their own, I suppose.
heard some very racist things.
Oh?
Yeah, this traveling guy. Right? Wasn't that dude like saying like a bunch of racist shit when we were in the tavern?
No, they were saying racist shit to him and you guys. It was like the village natives. You're thinking of Rick Tavio, who is also a half-elf.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I was at this tavern and this other half elf was there and they were saying a bunch of racist shit to us.
Oh, yeah. He leans in for a second. He's like, is that a dwarf?
Oh yes, that is a dwarf over there. His name's I'll let him enter. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, shit, he's with you?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good guy. Whole heart.
Don't see many of them around here these days.
Yeah, no, we seen a hung one when we first got here, and that was a bit ominous.
Yeah.
Just come strolling up like, oi, you got room over here at this one?
Aye.
Blah.
I'll also look back towards, I guess, Bismarck and Irina and the kid and see if they don't want to come here or maybe go to the other one even.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're here actually. And the kid would be stuck right next to Ismark.
No,
Yeah, I can't move the kid. I was fixing to tell you that. If
Okay.
I'm supposed to be able to move him.
I just forgot he was there, man. I was trying to manage some shit. I'll give you player permission too, so that way you can.
I was gonna move him with me, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I'll try and focus on keeping him where he should be. But if not, yeah, if you'll just keep him with he's rather partial to Ismark at this point. The guy turns and looks over Trebok. Just reminiscent, almost. He looks over and he's like, we had a close family friend that you resemble a lot there, friend.
Well, pleasure to meet you too, I guess.
I'll pass this pipe back to the guy, by the way.
Yeah, he'll kind of motion to Thand and to Trevok. Like, this dude's chill with, just sharing it, I guess, right now. Typical smoker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better to not smoke alone.
How's Elion looking before I smoke whatever this?
I mean, give me a con save. He said he was coughing. Like, it's just tobacco, you know what I mean? Like, it's not
like a smoker that doesn't smoke hitting a fucking corncob pipe,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's not like the dude so far has been really cool. Like, the demeanor isn't nefarious by any means. Fine, enough, girl. Damn. Sorry, my dog was like doing something down there. I don't know. She does that sometimes. So yeah, no, I mean, he's been coughing a little bit, but nothing super crazy. He's been chilling.
I wouldn't want to be rude.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, he kind of at this point, as everyone approaches, like you get the feeling like he's made it known to everybody that, he doesn't mind sharing. As a matter of fact, as you ponder it, he looks at you and says, "Don't worry, friend, I have more. This stuff grows by the bushel full if you know where to find it."
Excellent. Is that what you trade?
Not only, no. I tend to, he's like, I've got a cart out back. Surprisingly, the fur trade is a little difficult to get into around here. I hear a lot of stories about poaching on the king's land, and they tell me that if I get caught hunting without proper clearance from the count, that lots of really bad things will happen to me. I haven't really found anywhere that I could try and hone my skills with a bow to try and get a rabbit or anything like that. So furs are kind of difficult to come to. I think he kind of leans in and lowers his voice, and he's like, I think the Vistani and the Count are kind of tight, and they seem to dominate the fur trade, and it's a little weird. You didn't hear that from me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ellen was just kind of nod, and he's not gonna say much. Actually, he's not gonna say anything.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, he kind of looks back at you for a moment. And what's Elion wearing these days? Like, describe it. Like, is his book visible? Is there any kind of like? Is there any sign by looking at him that he would be within the clergy?
So he's wearing like a light leather that I'm assuming is rather ravaged,
Yeah.
the best shape.
Is that the stuff from the Durst Manor?
Somewhere along the line. I don't think I got it in Durst Manor, but I think we traded up. Yeah, it was what I'm pretty sure Hunter's character had.
Oh, hell yeah. That was the shit that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're wearing the stuff that almost caused the fight between the three of you and Caspian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Good
then
to
I
know.
have I guess it would be my like tunic, underneath. His cross or his fist of helm emblem would probably be visible on like a necklace, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like a signet, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So he probably has something like that.
All right. So he kind of looks around at the three of you guys, you, Trevok, and Than, and he smiles, and he looks over at Ismark and Irina for a moment and just politely offers them a bow of his head, and he looks back to Elion. He's like, "You got these guys showing you around? Like, what's the deal with these three?"
Guides traveling, well, not even guides. Natives traveling this direction. Just tagged along.
He looks at you like, "How did you get them to talk to you?" Like, a lot of the times I go to talk to the people that are from here. These guys even speak common? Like,
A bit. Not the most, but we met them in the initial village of Barovia.
he's like, "Oh man, that shithole? Oh yeah, been there."
Yeah, that's where all those people were being crazy racist, and they were rather empathetic.
Did you run into the lady trying to sell pies?
Yes, I just stayed away from the pies.
Oh man, really? Everybody said they were really good.
I don't think you should eat those pies.
Really? Dude, everyone has been telling me to eat those pies. Like, literally everyone I talk to is like, "You should try the pie."
They can't get enough of those pies.
It's what they said.
It's a problem.
Like, I even asked for a piece, and like, I went to go reach for this guy, like ate one and then was daydreaming or whatever. He was just sitting there, and I went to go just like grab a piece of meat because I hadn't eaten in like 2 days, and the person next to him slapped my hand away. Like,
A friend here can attest to what can happen when you eat too much of some of those pies.
He looks at Trayvok and he's like, bubble gut? Like, what happened?
Is that what happened?
Yeah, you eat a bunch of that pie and you're like paralyzed for fucking
Yeah.
We rolled you
a
under the
couple of
table.
hours.
This motherfucker was like riding a dolphin through the ocean, bro. Like, yeah, I don't remember how I described it, but I remember sending you a tell about it. Like, this is what you see, and it was just wild.
Oh, the hallucination pop.
Yeah, yes,
yeah.
yes.
That's the same pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think canonically, like in the books and stuff, they refer to them as dream pies.
Okay. Then yeah, Trayvok would be basically being like, "Oh yeah, those lads are right. It is one of the best pies I've ever had. Made me see things I'd never seen before."
The guy points a finger at Trayvok and then looks to Elion. It's like, this is
Describing it in a very poor manner. He was paralyzed for hours.
ours.
It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, well, I don't forget how long he was actually. Like,
It was legitimately like all night.
yeah,
Yeah.
3, 4 it was a solid, it was a solid like 6 to 7 hours
Okay,
at
yeah.
least.
like 6 hours.
And I think something, I want to say something woke him. It wasn't even like it wore off. Like you guys did something and he woke back up. I think Valkithra like slapped him or something, like did something to damage him.
Yeah, we had to practically mangle him to get him to come to again. We thought he was dead.
Been a while since I've had a good night's sleep, but maybe I'll take your word for it.
But be wary, my friend. Maybe small doses, but I've seen people go feral for those things. I think they're much more addictive than the simple pleasure of, a night's rest.
The lady seems really nice that sells those things, but she's kind of pushy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like it was like she kept asking me if I wanted one. I'm like, no, it's fine. I have an apple. And she's like, no, really, you need one of these. I'm like, that's fine. I got an apple. And she's like, no, really, you need this. And I'm like, look, lady, I got a fucking apple. I don't need the pie. Like, it really, like, I don't know. It's how long have y'all been here?
Is he asking us that?
Yeah.
Like 2.5 weeks.
Oh man, I've been here for like a month, dude. Like, well, he doesn't say dude. Oh, I've been here for a month. You're probably the first like foreigners that I've met. This is crazy.
I think how did you get here? Are you like capable or something? At driving?
Wish, my friend. I really do. There's a reason why I'm standing out here at night. The lady that runs this establishment is not from here also. It's kind of a long story. I'll let her tell it to you, but she's here. This is one of the few establishments that I've found that not necessarily caters to non-natives, but is friendly to foreigners, as they would say. Like this is my place to be. Like I try and plan all of my routes to be here as often as I can.
Understandable.
He looks at you and he extends a hand. He's like, I have a call, by the way.
I'll greet him with the forearm handshake. Checking for the dagger type shit.
Yeah, no dagger. At least not in that arm.
Elion.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Who are you, friend? He turns and looks at Thand.
My name is Strahd. We'll reach out and give a firm handshake.
Are you doing the forearm one also?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He reaches out a different arm. You do feel the dagger, in that one. He doesn't stab you with it, but like you grab it. There's definitely something down his forearm.
Little Assassin's Creed blade hidden up there.
It's more like you feel it unsheathed, but like it's almost like he's not necessarily palming the hilt of it, but it's close to it. Like he just keeps it kind of up his sleeve. Versus it would be obvious. Like if give me a perception check.
I was about to say we might. 1 sec. I'm not doing it. I forgot I have hard acceleration off. Where's my fucking D20? Yeah, this is it. I had to make sure. You said perception. I have a +1 to perception. Oh, Thandy boy. Oh my god, and that's a 19.
Yeah. So you look him up and down. He has what some would consider a belt. It's a rope that's tied at his waist. There's no scabbard, there's no sheath, no nothing. Like, so you kind of take it upon yourself to think that if that is what you think it is, it's probably because he doesn't have anywhere else to keep it. So he keeps it right there. It's readily accessible. It's safe and out of the way for the most part, unless he were to like ram it into his bicep. It just is what it is. It's where he keeps his weapon at. But he seems relatively unassuming. You know what I mean? He's not I don't know. He's a fucking foreigner like you guys, and he's just kind of stoked to see you.
That's fair. But Thand, being an ex-guard, the opposite of an ex-con, I'll feel that, and Thand will kind of hold on for a sec. Not like I'm not like death gripping him, but I'm gonna definitely be like,
yeah, got you.
like, I know this is there. I'm gonna look and be like, and what's this?
Oh, and do you let his hand go when you say that, or what's the deal?
Is he acting like is he trying to jerk away really fast, or is he just kind of like?
I mean, when you go to question it, like, yeah, he's gonna kind of pull his arm, not like he's gonna yank you into the fire kind of a thing, but he is kind of like, oh, hold on, motherfucker. Like,
then I'll let my grip go.
okay, yeah. I mean, he would pull his arm back, but seeing that you let him go, he's not like ripping it back like he's offended or anything. He's just kind of. He's aware now that you're aware, if that makes any sense. Like, and he looks over to Trayvok and he's like, I have to ask this. Do you know a Torvald Greybeard by any chance?
I don't think the name rings a bell.
As soon as you say I don't, he snaps his finger and he's just like, damn. I'd really hoped as a family friend. This guy looks just like him.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he kind of peers at you guys for a second. He's like, "Forgive me, man. It's dark out here. You guys elves?"
Yes, we're half elves. The pair.
Half? Huh? That's okay.
Funking combination, indeed.
Yeah. How does that even work? And then he looks over. Who's got the pipe?
I would have passed it back after I was done with it. I don't know if anyone.
Okay. Did you pass it to Trayvok or did you pass it back to Vakal?
Whoever, if Trayvok, would you have wanted the pipe?
I don't know. I don't know if Trayvok smokes. I mean, I guess he would. He's a dwarf, right?
Yeah, when in Rome. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking right now, dude.
So yeah,
never a time to try it.
Trayvok would have taken it and taken a puff or two.
Okay. All right. Then do you pass it back to Vakal or do you offer it to Ismark?
I'm kind of offering it. I've got it up, just gestured.
Okay.
Anybody else?
He's gonna eye the exchange between you and Ismark, just to kind of. He's just watching.
Or I could give it back.
Matt, you there, brother?
I want to do like a little awkward shuffle, like scoot, 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 and then just like hand it back. Be like, here you go. Because I was standing on the other side. I can't just. I'm too short to
Yeah, gotcha.
fire. You know?
Yeah, he'll shuffle like and meet you halfway. You know what I mean?
Okay.
He'll come around. It's Vakal, dude. He's kind of a bro. So he looks between all of you guys. Whose kid is that?
Fuck. I've been wondering how long it would take.
2 years for the low price. So
He's like, I don't want to pry. Like, don't, you guys seem like a friendly bunch. I don't want to spoil that. I'm just curious. Like, who's,
Yeah,
you guys
looking deep at like fucking Ismark.
like, is it hers? You two look related. He says, kind of pointing between Ismark and Irina. He's like, is that your kid? He doesn't really look like either one of y'all.
We are looking for a nice home for him, but right now he is one of us until we find it. And I just kind of pull him close to me.
Sounds like you adopted a kid.
Can I have Trayvok, just for the sake of appearances, being like, one of us, one of us?
Absolutely. He
absolutely trying to rehome this guy. Like he keeps shit on the carpet. So
it's like a non-housebroken dog. The call takes the pipe back. He turns around. He has this like little metal thing that he fishes from his pocket, and he taps the back of it. And he pulls out a little like cloth pouch or whatever. He starts stuffing more tobacco leaves, and he takes that metal thing, presses it down, and then he lights the pipe up again, and he smokes it. And he says, if you guys want, like, we can have a drink inside. You should probably go in, speak with Anna, get a room, because they might book up or whatever. He's like, it wasn't overly crowded in there, but it wasn't exactly sparse either. Like, it'd save you from having to sleep on a cot or something in the basement, or like, on the in floor or something. It takes the girls a little bit of time to, dust everything off, sweep everything out. You don't want to be waiting until, they're done doing all of that at whatever hour of the night, before you go to sleep or whatever. And then not to mention, I'm sure it'd be drafty as hell down there on the floor. So
Thank you, Chico. We shall go inside, secure lodging, and meet for some drinks.
yeah, it's Vakal, friend.
Vakal, sorry.
Yeah, you're okay. It's fine. The fire's kind of loud. He actually like, come on, man. Come on. I'll show you in. It's been a while since I've visited with whatever people are from around here. Like, come on, drinks are on me.
Ah, now you're talking.
Yeah, dare not say that in the presence of a door.
Oh. He'll have to pay for some of his own if he drinks too much. And he just looks, he's like, hey, Miss Anna, this is Elion and his dwarven companion, and he's got a few others. They're going to need some rooms. I'll let you talk to him. I'm going to go grab a table. And with that, he just kind of walks off back over home and grabs a seat. And then she turns and she looks at you. Is everybody else staying outside, or are you guys coming in?
Sorry, gotta move myself in.
You're good.
I'm coming in.
All right, I'll go ahead and bring the kid in. Well, the kid will come in last because she'll... Oh, shit. Don't forget to lock the
Was just doing that, yeah.
the green diamond. She watches you all come in. It seems to be counting you as you come in. You know what I mean? Like she's trying to take mental note of the number of people that are here. So, oh dear, you have a child. What a adorable boy. What brings you here to the Black Rose Inn? Lodging, I assume.
Hey, we've heard from various travelers as well that it's quite a nice place, so we figured we should but make it a point to stop here on our way.
She makes her way over to the door and closes it. A storm coming in, and it's rather drafty. You made it here just in time. And a dwarf.
I would like to note that I have not taken my hood off the entire time.
Okay. All right, so no one will have recognized you then is what you're getting at. Like you're staying incognito.
Well, we ran into people at the end of our session last time. So I'm just making note that I would not have made my hair noticeable.
Gotcha. Yeah. When Ismark started greasing palms playing the politic game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it. She, the old woman looks at you. Like, fine, I'll give you the spiel. This is the Black Rose Inn. It was established in the year of the Black Sun, roughly 140 years ago. This was once ran. She kind of clears her throat at the next statement, kind of lowers her voice. This was once ran by a Strahdian loyalist named Victor Popolvsky. He was dragged into the night by some dark entity nearly 20 years after it. He was said to have a gambling problem and would turn to the Count any time the bookies would come to him for his money. No one really seems to know if the Count had him killed or the bookies finally grew tired of his outstanding payments. It was then bequeathed to another Strahd loyalist, Uzich Valikovich, the grandfather of the now Valachian burgomaster Baron Vargas Valikovich. It was passed down onto the burgomaster's father Vargon, who on his 43rd birthday became the burgomaster at the role he played in the thwarting of the uprising that was brought about by a mysterious mage. It was then that Vargon, a kind man until given a seat of power, growing angry and anxious with his new daily task as burgomaster. In turn, he was said to have grown ever violent, taking out his frustrations on his hounds and horses at first, whipping them violently and flogging them over the tiniest misdeeds. It didn't take long before he saw the cost of his catharsis had incurred. His horses maimed, his dogs lame and rife with cowardice. It was then that he turned his aggression towards his wife and child. She turns her head off to the side and looks to gather something from the table behind her. It was like an empty mug. The word is the reason the burger. Forgive me, dear. As I was saying, Vargon, a rather aggressive and unrelenting man, is the reason why the current burgomaster Vargas walks with a limp. Though he was never as black or blue as his mother. The woman shakes her head. When they moved away to Valakai, my brother, who worked for Vargon, offered to keep the inn up and running for their family's namesake. It was a blessing for my family for such to be allowed. And she speaks with a bit of an accent, though her fluidity in common would lead you to think that perhaps she isn't native to the land. And she just kind of looks at each of you and she says, "What is it that I can do for you for tonight? Do you need food, lodging, drink?"
A lot of it, please, if possible.
Yes. Very well then. If you wish to stay here, it's 5 coin per night for a room to accommodate the lot of you. You got in at just the right time, as I fear the rain will be setting in. Starting to get cold, too. I reckon the rain could last for a few days. When you hear the bell 3 times, that means dinner is served. Same for breakfast. So you might hear a rooster crow before daybreak. You might make your way down for tea. My name is Anna. The older woman begins to point at the room with a moderate amount of travelers. That one there behind the bar, the one just in front of it, and there on the opposite side with the mop are mine and work at the end. They are Daisy, Rose, and Lavender in that order. Should you need anything, feel free to let them know.
Was that 5 coin for all of us or each?
Yeah, she says specifically for the room that would accommodate the lot of you, it would be 5 coin each per night. Well, it'd be 5 coin for the room for each night.
Yeah. But we can all supposedly fit. Okay.
don't-
I'll fish out a coin.
We have
Okay.
money.
I have 6 gold.
Trayvok will fish out a coin, but he'll also ask, "Hey, Lasse, what if we got our own soap and towels? Could you do it for 4 coins a night?"
No.
Damn. Okay.
I'm running an establishment, honey. I don't have any margin to.
As well. Sorry. So you must excuse him. He's.
Oh no, we've met his kind before. It's fine. Usually the hair is a bit curlier, but you know, we don't mind.
I'll pony up 3 gold if you guys want to get the other 2.
Okay, yeah, that works. I'll give a coin. I'll give a coin. You give 3.
Trayvok gave a coin
Hell yeah.
reluctantly.
Okay.
Same, but topped it.
Lodging for the night, then, I see.
Indeed, for one.
Very well. Should you need it for an extra day or two, we can discuss that at a later time. Come, I'll show you where you can place your things, and then if you wish, you may come down and eat, or whatever it is you wish. With your room, you are each allotted 1 bowl of soup. If you wish for water, that will be free as well. However, anything else that you want, wine or ale, will cost you.
Very well. Thank you.
All right. She goes to take a step and like just doesn't necessarily like stumble or trip. She's like, oh dear. Getting lightheaded again. A moment. She sits down at the table next to this lady in the red dress and she yells out, she goes, Lavender! Lavender, come here! And this woman makes her way across. And she has a mop in hand. And she carries it like you would expect like an 11-year-old edgelord to do. Like somewhere in this woman's mind, this isn't a mop, it's a weapon. And that she probably has the same mantra that Vasily Zaitsev had in Enemy at the Gates, where it's like, this isn't just a rifle, this one is mine. Should I die? You know, whatever, however that went. It seems like the way she's holding it, not necessarily that she's had formal training, but she's probably spent a good amount of time like shoving people out with this mop or like prodding it at rats or something like that. She seems to carry it close. And she speaks, her voice is rather deep and sultry. Let me see if I can do this without sounding too manly. Come on then, I'll show you to your room. And with that, she starts traipsing up the steps.
I'll let the group go, but I'll step up and what
Okay, Trayvok will follow her upstairs then.
what ails you? If you don't mind.
Old age, dear, old age.
I Time is the fate of us all, isn't it?
Indeed. Oh, Irina disappeared. I got you. Ugh. Okay.
Well, should you think of anything, I've spent quite some time in the field of medicine. I'd be happy to help.
Very well, dear. I appreciate that. Just these old bones aren't what they used to be.
I'll nod and turn and follow up the stairs.
Okay. She leads everybody around to this door right here. And the beds, there's 5 of them, and they're pretty tight. This is obviously like the large party room. I mean that in the sense of like, 3 to 5 people traveling together are probably coming here.
Oh, shit.
You're fine. I got you. The shift.
Yeah.
The shift clicks, so probably I'll get mad. Boop. Or I guess. Boop.
Alright.
So here, make yourself at home and do as you see fit. The beds look close together, but you should have just enough room to get your legs in and then shimmy back and forth as you see fit. That was the wrong voice. Whatever. It's hard for me to do female voices.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I'm going to head back down and continue to sweep. When you guys are ready, come down, grab a bowl. We'll put some stew in it, and you can just talk and get to meet people, or come back and go to sleep, whichever you prefer. Okay, then. And with that, she just walks back out and goes back downstairs. And then now, assuming that someone would shut the door, you guys are here, and if you want to take a moment to talk amongst yourselves, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to head back down, we can do that too.
Yeah, Elion's gonna take his pack and place it, I guess probably, is there, I don't know, I guess in this chest.
Okay.
Nah, I'll just put it at the foot of the bed, fuck it.
Okay.
We're
Well,
gonna sit on the bed that we're on.
Okay.
yeah.
Are there like space underneath the beds, or are they like solid wood pieces for the?
No, there's places under the bed.
Oh, I'll put mine under the bed.
Yeah, as best. I'm gonna put my backpack under the bed then. Just kind of.
Okay. Is that the general consensus? That's what everybody's gonna do? You're just gonna stuff your pack underneath the bed?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Agreed.
All right. So we're settled. You're someplace quiet and alone. Do you take this time to catch up with one another and talk about the things that have happened? Or is it time to eat? What's the game plan here?
Ooh, Treyvok would offer, in case the food is not, in case the food isn't too good here, should I prepare something for us? I think I got my mess kit, some rations.
You'd be cooking over a candle if you did.
I think it'd be wise to save it maybe for when we're back out on the road, right? Unless anything's going to spoil before then.
I don't think anything's gonna spoil.
We've had worse meals out here already. A stew can't be that bad. Soup, whatever it is.
Treyvok has the mental image of him eating, what was it, human flesh? Gags for a second.
Yeah. Let's save our rations for a brighter day. That's part of the coin we spent tonight. It's getting a meal. From what it sounds like, possibly a breakfast.
Did she say whether or not there was a place we could bathe?
I don't think we've asked, actually. Ms. Marco and Irina, I assume we gotta keep Irina's identity a secret. Are we going to... Well, what's the alias for that?
A good question. What do you think, sister?
I definitely think that we should probably find some, maybe hair dye or something, because my red hair is very noticeable around here.
I have two propositions. One, an alias of you and that kid entering the mist at the same time we did. That way, there's just no reason for explanation of where either of y'all came from. And if that bolts over well, I think we could use one of our swords to cut your hair.
Which one is going to cut my hair?
Whoever you choose. I'm quite talented.
Because I don't think Trevok is a good choice.
While she says that, while she says that, everyone looks over at Trevok and he's licking his palms and like grooming his eyebrows.
Jesus. Hell yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I love it.
Ismark's very skillful with his blade as well, actually, you know?
Why don't we work on some hair dye first, and then talk about the haircut?
We could. But what about this alias idea? That sound good?
The alien idea sounds great. But the whole thing is, aren't we trying to find a home for the kids?
Well, eventually, yes. Maybe that's a whole part of it now. Hey, kid, you mind not telling anyone that you're from here?
Wait,
Kid,
here though.
the kid doesn't even look at you. Like, he doesn't even acknowledge that you're talking to him. He's just sitting over on the bed, kind of
Right.
looking at his feet.
Okay. That's
speaks
strange.
He doesn't speak common.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I'm pretty sure he just doesn't speak common. But...
Also, just so you know, since the beginning of Matt and Kaylee playing, they've both role played with like thick Hungarian accents. If they try and lose that now, there's gonna have to be like deception rolls like every time they open their mouth. I'm not saying the checks would be super high. I'm just saying that like they're not going to be able to carry on a conversation like Elion or Vikal in common and not have some kind of accent.
Okay.
So let's start with the name then, Irina. Perhaps Mina Harker? Similar enough to your name that you will answer to it, but quite different, yes?
Mina is no problem, but I don't like the last name.
Really?
Yes.
Really, Kaylee? I need you to appreciate that.
No.
I feel like there's a joke that we're missing.
He just wanted credit for a cool name.
It's from Dracula, right? Mina Harker.
I
It's
would-
presumably who Irina is probably based on, right?
I don't know. I've never. Give me a
Never
second.
mind.
Oh, so I didn't know the joke here.
You guys suck.
Yeah,
Carry on.
we suck. Oh shit! And absolutely, this is this is 100% who Irina is based on for sure. Yeah, no, I've never read Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Fair enough.
You don't even really need our last name, let's be real. I had a whole conversation with that guy down there, and that never came up.
I think Mina is fine.
And what, you mind translating to the kid? Just, to tell him that not speak to anybody, maybe, or if he does that, he also came with you. He showed up with us one day through the mist. No further explanations.
I will turn and communicate that with him the
Okay.
best I can.
He'd speak back to you in a language only you and Ismark would understand. And you're just like, why would I do that?
Because we want to keep you safe.
Like any other, 6, 7, 8-year-old, he just kind of nods at that and accepts it. And he says to you, like, okay, I just won't speak unless better yet, tell him I can't speak. Tell him I don't have a tongue. And he opens up his mouth and sticks his tongue out whenever he says that.
What does he say?
He said for us to tell him that he does not have a tongue and he just won't speak at all.
Actually, that's brilliant. This kid's smarter than us. We should, because he speaks Balakian too, so that wouldn't work, right? We should. There's an illness I've seen before, and it's deafness on the ears, where they can't hear anything, and a majority of these people tend to be born with it, or it can be afflicted to them later in life, but um. They if the ones born with it can't talk typically. They have no verbal speech. I feel like that would be an easy sell.
I think him just looking at me every time they ask a question and I answer for him might be helpful too.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to worry about this kid like not reacting to sound and conversation.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna end up with a Brady Bunch situation where somebody's like throwing shit across the room and he turns and looks at it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think maybe we're overthinking this. Maybe we should just go eat some soup.
Okay. So does everybody head back downstairs?
Sure.
Okay.
I
Wait.
guess so. Yeah.
There.
Idea for the hair.
We could,
Oh,
What?
go ahead. Go ahead.
You could form a bonnet for your hair. Don't have to cut it or dye it. Just cover it completely.
Well, a storm is coming. So are you saying a week or just always keep my cloak over my head?
Oh no!
We've seen like we would have seen like women's bonnets or hair pieces, right? Or in Helm's Deep.
I think the lady downstairs has like a head covering on. It doesn't cover all of her head, but some of it.
Aaron, pick
My-
her up.
Good.
My only fear is there's a storm coming and a big wind taking it off. Not many women around here have this bright red hair that's on my head, so it's pretty obvious who I am to everyone.
Fair enough. Cloak it is.
That's it. I guess we can have this conversation as we're walking out the door and going down.
Okay.
Almost.
All right. Does anybody else have anything they want to say or do before we exit this room? Nope. Okay.
Hey.
All right. Well, you guys are free to head back downstairs. You can pick whatever table you want. There's plenty of them. Not a ton of them have seating for 5 or I guess 6. But that's not to say you couldn't pull up a chair, 3. So I guess just make your way back downstairs, pick whatever table it is you want to go to, and
I'm gonna have Trayvok stay upstairs for a minute because I need to AFK for like a quick 3 minutes.
okay. We'll just roleplay he's using the chamber pot,
Excellent.
stinking that
Just gonna
fucking
say
room
last
up.
Time Trayvok took a dump because it's been 2 weeks and I think he's only taken 3
Uh,
total.
Sometimes when they're traveling, I assume that everyone's like shitting in the woods. And while Kaylee wasn't playing her, I do want to remind everyone that someone found a half-baked turd in a chamber pot in Irina's room. And by half-baked, I mean it had like a suntan on one side.
That's good. I would say we've been traveling for several hours, correct?
Yeah,
I'm going to assume the kid's tired
yeah.
and probably
He's gonna be hungry also, but yeah, he's gonna be cranky. As a matter of fact, that'll probably be like your telltale sign of like it's time to get out of here. It would be the kid either like falling asleep on you or doing the typical I'm 8 and overtired kind of a thing where they're like crying over dumb shit or something. They get what my family used to call the can't help it.
Okay. Head downstairs.
Did everybody like pour? I feel like I'm missing like 3 people. Okay, yeah. All right, and then we said Trayvok was AFKing. Give me a second.
I'll grab a drink real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Cool. You got a note for sitting there in your room by yourself. Okay. So we were picking out a table. Dan,
Lucky me. Okay, I'm heading down.
Hunter,
Hmm?
you're in charge of picking out the table for the group, dude. Which table are you putting everybody in?
1 sec. Gonna owlbear top line it. 1 sec. Gotta look at these. Proper. There's only real 3 choices. Honestly, there's only 2 choices. Now we're down to 1, dropping from the heavens.
Oh, okay. As I say, you got your homeboy Vikal over here.
Oh,
There's another table back over here in the back. He's at his own table. There's a table under the stairs right here. Like you could really take your pick.
We
I
got a
was
perfectly
choosing-
good bar.
I was choosing this one because we're close to the fire, the closest. I'm assuming.
Oh, got you. Yeah, and then I mean that's also another option too. Is like there's seats here, and you guys could lay down on the hearth or whatever and like warm up. For sure.
But are we gathering at like the bottom of the stairs, everyone? Or are we? Did anyone else have any?
Everyone's in line behind you, and you're the one picking out the table.
Alright.
I'm gonna force you to make a decision because you usually always default to whatever it is that other people are doing. So
Hold up. No.
tearing off your band-aid.
What calls in this one? Right.
No. Vikal's back over here in his own like little quiet corner.
Hold up. I gotta put the. This will help a lot. Now I can see everything. Okay. Now we'll still do the one by the fire. But if the call is back there by himself, kind of chilling, we can always just get up and go in there. That's Stan's reasoning anyway.
Okay. Lavender comes by and she's like, I'll grab you more chairs. And she takes off.
Trayvok will be like, no need, lass. I'll take this stool and the booster seats. And
oh, shit, dude. I love it. Oh, man. Give me a second. Let me...
Is that not fucking awesome, dude?
Yeah, I love it. Give me a second.
I can use anything I can see.
Yeah, oh yeah. No. That hasn't changed.
I'm back. Sorry.
Is there anyone watching us pretty intently?
You'd have to give me investigation or perception check to kind of look around.
I'm cracking up over here.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a good one.
I'll be right back.
Do you want to roll perception, Kaylee?
I do. I was waiting. D&D was frozen for a second.
Oh, got you.
D&D on. That is a 9.
Okay, yeah, no. I mean, you look around, and you see people kind of just sitting by themselves quietly. The one thing that would really stick out, especially to the non-common folk of this party, this is kind of a quiet tavern. There's no music. The people aren't overly boisterous or loud. The few people that are having conversations aren't whispering back and forth to each other, but this isn't necessarily what many would consider to be a rowdy establishment by any stretch. So there's that. But no, there's not really, from what you can see, there's not really anybody watching you. And give me a second.
Is it quiet enough within the atmosphere of the tavern that whispers would most definitely need to be used?
If you were going to speak about anything like super important, yes. Like, you're definitely not going to have, you can just tell me that you're whispering. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to make you be like, they're over there. Like, if you want to, I won't stop you, but I understand.
ASMR and
Well, while I enjoy it and I love the roleplay aspect, I am aware of like how noise gates work, and it would be worse for me to go, what was that you cut out real quick? You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's really the main thing. So if you want to whisper, just make sure you do it loud enough where people can hear you.
gotcha.
Okay, so Lavender comes back with a couple chairs. She's and this is something that will resonate with everyone in the party. She's carrying them like the boy in Sunday school that's trying to impress a girl would carry them. Like, she came back with 3 and somehow they were all in one hand. She carried them kind of. Somebody give me an insight check before I go too deep into this.
Trayvok from his perch
Mm-hmm.
will roll. You said insight?
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a 19.
It is
Oh.
a 23.
Oh shit. Okay. That's enough for everyone.
Perch.
So she is looking off, like doing her best not to look at any of you directly as she reapproaches. But you can tell she's feigning that it's difficult to carry these chairs, or rather that it's not difficult to carry them. And you can tell by her not wanting to look at you, it's really because she doesn't want to show you the strain on her face. She keeps the free hand. The whole thing kind of comes off like she's trying to prove something that doesn't even necessarily need to be proven. I wouldn't necessarily say that it comes off like this woman has a chip on her shoulder, but that maybe she's a little more proud to be tough than she is actually tough.
Trayvok would admire that.
Oh man, you're gonna get her mangled and tortured and bled like a stuck pig.
What happened to my tailor again?
Oh man, they hung her by her ankles and they cut her fingertips.
Yeah.
And like slowly bled her out over the course of probably about 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then drank her at dinner.
And then drank her at dinner. And then the woman that you got killed, Gertruda, they hung her by her wrists like several feet in the air and cut the bottoms of her heels, like gashed her heels really bad. And they were licked clean. The heels were. They got up in that pussy, you know what I'm saying, dude? Like right there in the heel.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I had to go there.
No, I get it.
All right.
So she's basically like carrying 3 chairs stacked in one hand.
Yeah, again,
Not looking at us, but
she has the demeanor of a boy in Sunday school trying to impress a girl by how many chairs he can carry. That's this lady in a nutshell so far. She's got the weird, like, holding on to the mop like it's a weapon kind of a thing instead of a cleaning tool. Now this, like, there's some real struggles with masculinity in this lady's personality that have been picked up so far. Like this, she seems to, I don't really know the proper way how to describe this. It seems like she does really just have a chip on her shoulder, but she's not super aggressive about it. Like you could immediately imagine that she probably sitting around thinking in her mind right now, she's carrying these, like, I know somebody's gonna want to challenge me because I'm able to carry these 3 chairs, and I wish a motherfucker would. You know, needlessly aggressive, I guess, would be the thing, though she's not overly aggressive in her demeanor or her stance. Think about like somebody making a unnecessary mama bear post on Facebook. And with that, like once she sets the chairs down, she says, I'll send Rose over, and turns and walks back away. And then here comes this dainty young woman in this freshly woven straw hat. She's kind of got like a little bit of a bumpkin thing going on, but she's got this like blue dress on. She's like kind of adorable. She's probably like 22, 23. And she comes over with a little pad and a little charcoal stick. And she looks at each of you and she's like, what would you all like?
what would you recommend, lass?
Well, the stew's pretty good. I don't get to drink the wine often. Mom says that I'm not allowed to. But it's pretty good. It's 1.5 gold pieces per cup.
Yeah, I'll take the meal that comes with the rooms, right? That's a
Oh yeah, the stew. It's pretty good. It is rabbit and squirrel stew, and we keep cabbage and carrots on hand. So there is cabbage and carrots in the stew also. It's pretty good. Little peppery tonight. That's what everybody's been telling me. Little too much pepper, but it's serviceable. It's a good meal.
Excellent. I'll take one of those and a water.
Okay. She writes that down. She looks at Trevok, and she kind of, after realizing that Trevok is sitting on a booster seat, she looks at his. She looks at his dangling feet, and she lofts a brow. And she leans in, lowers her voice. Are you a dwarf?
Aye, lass, can't you tell by my glorious beard?
Oh, I didn't know those existed. What can I get you to eat?
Well, do you have any ale? And is it the same price as the wine?
I do. And she kind of looks back at Anna. She says, I can sell it to you for 1 gold piece, but that's just for one. If you want more, it's the same price as the wine.
And do you have anything other than the soup? Do you happen to just have the rabbit by itself?
No, we have no, we have to make the rabbit in the stew to have a bigger yield.
Okay.
We don't have enough rabbit to just eat, unfortunately.
Trevok's shoulders are gonna slouch, and he's gonna say, "All right, just the soup and water, please."
It comes with a roll.
Okay. Is there any chance I can get an extra roll?
She looks off to the side deviously and just slowly shakes her or nods her head yes.
That will be my order then, please.
Okay. She looks to Than. What would you like, sir?
I will also just have a soup and a water. Thank you.
Okay. She goes around, she looks at Ismark, immediately switches tone and all, and then Balakian asks him what he wants.
Just the stew and the water, if you please.
She kind of doesn't necessarily bow her head, but nods lower than when speaking to the other three. She then turns and eyes Irina for just a moment. Kaylee, how low is your head right now?
I'm looking at the kid.
Okay.
And I'm just going to set my arm on Ismark and pat it 3 times, wanting him to order for us.
Okay.
And the same for the others, of course.
The girl responds in Balakian. She says, very well. I'll be back soon. And she looks down at the boy and asks if he would like apple juice or grape juice, excuse me.
Yeah, we got to answer for him too, right? Because we're
Yes.
selling this thing. Yeah, you guys have some snack pack? Can we get some snack pack?
Dude, this whole table would fucking kill for some snack pack pudding right now.
But yes, the juice.
Okay.
He's asking if apple or I can't remember the other one.
Grape.
Apple's fine.
Great.
Okay. So she goes and is gone for a brief moment. You guys are left alone. I'm going to do like a quick round robin, see if there's anything anybody special wants to do, and then she'll come back with the food. So, the kid is going to mimic Irina and like trying to look down and just away from everybody. It's think of it like a playful game. So he's just going to be mimicking her movement. So if she were to look around or look up or whatever, he would do the same thing. So Irina, in this quick interim, what is it that you're doing?
Is there anything on the tables besides like a candle or anything?
Currently, no. The mugs that would be on there, that shit would all be not there.
Not like a napkin or anything?
No, that'll all come with when they bring the food out.
Okay.
So yeah, currently it would just be the candle.
Come back to me. Just
Okay. Ismark?
Just trying to act casual here. I don't want to talk too much common because I think that the other fellows had kind of assumed that I didn't speak much of it. So
Okay. Dan.
As to what I'm doing currently.
Yeah. Like you looking around, you can get up and walk over and stand by the fire. You just kind of bullshitting with everybody.
No, I chose the seat close to the fire, so hopefully
Okay.
back's getting warmed up. But I'd just be not like prying around the room, but just glazing over it, see what's going on,
Okay.
what everyone else looks like.
Okay. So you would take in pretty much exactly how they would look. There's a woman in a fine-ish dress. Like it's this woman here. She's in a relatively nice nightgown, but it looks worn. Like that might either be the only set of clothes she has or the only nice set of clothes or something that's not new fabric. Her hair, it looks like it's done to the best of the ability of someone that couldn't do hair very well. So it's not necessarily horrible, but it's not, it's kind of like a cross between a bad hair day and like what were they going for kind of a thing. The other woman that is over there in red here has a really tight bun on the back of her head. She's reading a book. It's a rather large book. Anna is still sitting down at the chair where you guys left her at, and she's you can tell that she's kind of rubbing her face. A woman comes from behind the bar with a rag and a small bucket. She's blonde haired, rather buxom, and she has a couple of empty mugs in her hand. It's obvious that this is probably the oldest daughter and the bartender of the entire establishment. And she's sitting down and rubbing a moistened cloth on this old woman's face. And then in the far corner, with a table fit for a king with a giant roll of bread, more ale than these two guys look like they could drink, along with a bottle of wine and some half-eaten, or I guess plates that are half full with carnage, essentially, are two guys wearing tri-cornered hats, loose-fitting linen shirts, and some pantaloons. And they're probably the loudest out of everybody. Like they're boisterous, to say the least. And then On the other portion of the room that you could see is Vikal, the guy that you met outside. And he's just going over. He's got like a small map out. And when I say a compass, I don't mean like what you would use in Boy Scouts. I mean, like he's got like the little triangle thing with a pencil on one side of it. Like he's like a what?
Like a sextant?
I don't know if that. I don't.
Carry on.
Okay, yeah. I've only heard them referred as compasses before, but it's basically like what you would use in geometry, like in like 6th grade math. The shit that draws circles. You know what I'm saying?
90-degree. It's a 90-degree ring, but it doesn't have an outside ring. It just flexes up and down like tweezers.
There you go. Yeah. And so that's kind of what you get from a quick gist, like a quick glance around the room.
Okay. Before it moves on, I want to. Where the hell is it? It's my spells. I want to define sense. Yeah. Just to, everyone look cool, but double checking.
Yeah, from your divine sense, there is something that doesn't sit right here.
Okay. Well then, I detect good or evil, and then since anything affected by the hollow spell I know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
Okay. You don't notice any celestials or fiends or undead.
Okay.
There is something off, and it's hard for you to put a finger on. And as you look around the room, you start to kind of get the feeling that it's not something that you can currently see that's bothering you.
Where's is Elion sit next to me?
Yes.
All right, then I'll lean over to him first and kind of just like.
Actually, is Alien? I think Trayvok is next. Oh shit! I think Trayvok is the one next to you. Actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
I'll kind of lean over nonchalantly and just kind of, hush tone so no one else, close by can hear. Just be like, hey,
Keep your eyes open. Something's not right here.
Something's not right to fucking anywhere in this place, brother.
Trayvok would reply by speaking somewhat lowly, almost in a hushed or whispered tone. Don't just keep an eye out, lad. Keep your ears open. I heard something scratching on the roof above my bed. It was I couldn't quite make out what it was, but there might be something up there.
Oh, I hope it's the raccoon again.
Oh, you still have that with you, don't you?
I forgot about the raccoon.
Yeah, you took it with you. Oh shit!
chilling with us, dude, the whole time. You did not specify that. I got
Dude.
the raccoon homie now.
Yeah, because you fed it. That's what I was saying. Like you carried it. Like he went with you.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Put that in my. I didn't realize. I thought he scampered off. It was like a one night stand. He was just like, all right.
No, the motherfucker snuggled with you, dude, and then you fed it like you're a king trash panda at this point. Shit, I didn't even think about that. Damn. Yeah, would you just have him in your pack, I'm guessing? Like, would you let him chill there while you were inside of an establishment that probably wouldn't allow you to have animals in it?
Dude, he's trained.
Okay. You're going to go back up and all of your rations have been eaten.
He's chilling with me right now.
Okay. All right. All right. How about this? Because I forgot. So we'll retcon the scenario. Trayvok has towels. Do you have this raccoon wrapped up in a towel like a baby?
Damn straight, dude.
Okay. All right. You are.
I'm treating him like the king he is.
Okay. All right.
So I have one towel left then.
Okay.
He's using one for the raccoon. I only have one left.
I do have my bedroll. Could have used.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could have him wrapped up in a. Do you have a blanket? Does that come with a?
Bedroll? I was just imagine it being.
You grabbed that big ass sheet, didn't you, from your mom's house?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
There you go.
Just throw that away, but hell yeah.
There you go.
I took that out of spite.
Yeah. Fuck y'all and y'all sun blocking magic.
You pulled a Trayvok.
Yeah. Trayvok has like a kleptomania, so that's somehow like not gotten him into trouble.
Remind me, like, if I get a chance to, I want to do a search of the room if there's anything I can take with me.
You're sitting on 3 rolled like tablecloths right now.
Okay.
They're large enough that when they're folded up like they are, like it actually does provide a little bit of cushion on the hard seat that you're sitting on. Okay. Trayvok, is there anything that you are doing during this moment? Mind you, you got minute and a half. I guess maybe longer, probably about 5 minutes. And in a 5 minute span, what is it that you're doing?
I don't think there's really anything he would be doing. Patiently waiting for his soup and water.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to be sure it was like perfect timing to let them know about the scratching noises upstairs.
Okay. All right, Elion. Yeah, roughly 4-ish, 5 minutes somewhere to kill. What is it that Elion is doing right now?
I'll notice, the fuck's this guy's name? Vakal?
Yeah, Vakal.
I'll notice him and I'll, does he notice me?
No, not right now. He's just kind of chilling in his, he's in his own little world, so to speak.
Okay, I'll let him chill then, just kind of wait for the soups. Don't want to intrude yet, but after the soups, I'll, his intention is to go for the drinks. See what else this guy has to say.
Okay. All right. So, Irina. Oh, go ahead. Okay, yeah, so you'll point him out to everybody? No, you're fine.
Hey, it's Vakal over there. Maybe if any of us want some drinks, he offered to pay. We could maybe kind of whisper, we could take advantage of that maybe, you know? Get over there and get a few good ones in.
Don't clean them out.
And when a fan says that, he'll kind of pointedly look at you, Trayvok.
Okay.
He's been kind of cool. I mean, we're definitely getting some drinks, but like.
All right. 1 drink.
All right.
Maybe 2.
4 drinks and that's it.
Yes, it's 7 and not a drink more.
Yeah, 12
All
drinks,
right,
and we're
all
done.
right. 4 drinks. 4 drinks.
Yeah. 7 and not a sip more.
13 pints of ale.
Yeah.
All right. You've talked me up to it. 45 pints of it.
Just until the first person passes out. That's all.
Okay, Irina, you asked me to come back to you. I've gone through the entire town or the entire party. I am now back to you.
Okay, what I'm doing is depending on your answer.
Okay.
So I'm wanting to just kind of be playful with the kid.
Okay.
Like kind of just the two of us. Like I'm not hiding it from our table, but kind of making it just about us, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
yeah, exactly. Yeah, preoccupying is a good way to put that.
Yes. So I was thinking of casting spiritual weapon, very, very tiny. If you would let me, and we would just kind of like swing it across the flame of the candle.
Mm.
If you let me do
What
a little
spiritual
tiny one.
weapon?
Like make a knife or something small. that we could play with the flame of the candle, like slice it back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like you would draw a lot of attention
Okay.
doing so. I'll allow you to do it, but you're gonna catch some eye. Remember, there's been some noted commentary from people that have seen you guys cast spells being like in awe of you guys being able to cast spells. Like there's even Strahd mentioned it at the dinner.
Okay, then I'm just going to ask her for pepper, and we'll shoot it and make like little sparks in the flames.
Okay. So
Not magic, but just a little
yeah.
magic for a kid.
Yeah, gotcha. You're trying to be the tablet, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, well,
We've all been the tablet before.
yeah.
And then when she brings napkins, we're going to fold them and try to make different shapes out of them. Maybe little origami animals.
So they come out in a little train. Rose and Lavender. And the dainty mid-20 something carrying like flagons of water. It very reminiscent to like Oktoberfest, where she's carrying them in both hands and she's walking with this big like wide smile on her face, contrasting to the girl behind her who looks very much similar to the girl in front, at least enough for you to recognize that they're related. She's almost, it comes across like she's some sort of like flagon princess, basically. And she sets it all down with a big smile, slides each of the waters out, and then from the middle of the table, picks the flagon of ale up, sets it right down with a heavy thud in front of Traylock. And she just kind of gives him a little bit of a wink and says, "Enjoy, you can pay later." And then Lavender comes in the same weird showing, but in a much more exacerbated way. Starts to set down all the bowls of soup. And she just, like, without much luck, just kind of looks at all of you and goes, "It food," and sets down a plate of rolls and walks away. And the two of them go on. And I'm assuming does anybody not eat?
No.
Does anybody check the food before they eat?
Hands up,
I
hands
mean,
up.
yeah, I'll sift through the stew.
Something ain't right round these parts.
It's there's chunks of stewed meat, some rather large chunks of carrot and cabbage. It smells like pepper. Other than that, man, there's nothing really super crazy about it.
Can I sift through it and they give us like a spoon?
Yeah. They gave you utensils when they set it down. So what you have a spoon, big wooden spoon, that is a little splintered, but not like it's gonna porcupine your mouth. However, the arc of the spoon, like the craftsmanship of it's kind of not that great. And as you go to, like, if you were to use it to drink out of, like, it would be difficult for you to do so without some soup coming out of your lip. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be difficult to eat without making a mess. With that is a carved out 2-pronged wooden fork. Like you could like just stab it. Like think of like an old timey like medieval fork. And then there's also like a basket of bread. There would be 7 loaves on there. There's an extra loaf of bread.
Yeah.
Or I guess an extra roll. It wouldn't be like a whole ass loaf.
Trayvok goes for that one first.
Hell yeah. So everybody eats?
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed.
I'll save everyone the ASMR of everyone chewing. We'll just fast forward through the meal. Everyone eats their fill. You can be stuffed to the gullet, or you could just be normal full. That's your choice. You would have enough food for you to be stuffed to the gills should you decide to be. With that, we'll finish dinner. They'll have come and collected the plates. There'll be some scraps. They'll leave like the bread, and if it looks like there's a little bit of food left, that you would want to continue to pick at, they'll leave it there. It's about at this point in time that Vakal comes and sits in the empty seat with you. And before sitting down, he just says, "Hey, I didn't want to bother you while you were eating dinner. Now that you're done, do you mind if I come and sit with you? It's been a while since I've talked to commoners, and I always like to meet new people before I arrived here."
Aye, lad. Come, please, take a seat. Join us.
Okay. So he sits down and he makes a funny face, and he's like, "Look, I don't really know how to phrase this question, so I'm just going to come out and say it, and please know that I mean no ill intent or oddity or anything like that. This is merely just a question."
Said with all due respect.
Yeah.
I see the lot of you, or most of you anyways, carrying swords and a hammer, and while I would find most to be foolish for not carrying some sort of weapon, are you guys like adventurers or warriors? Like what's happening here? What brings the lot of you together? And where are you headed? Maybe I can help you.
Aye, lad. We be a band of adventurers. And I guess maybe taps his mug of water on the table and cheers it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
What about yourself? You seem like an adventurer, aren't you?
I'm more of a traveling merchant. I try and avoid conflict wherever possible. It's not quite my forte. I keep a dagger on me in the event that I absolutely have to use it. But I would prefer not to, if I'm being honest. I don't quite get that same vibe looking at all of you. If I'm being honest, even whoever this is, and he thumbs over to Irina. I don't know. It just you seem like nice people, kind of a ragtag group, and I just was curious.
I think we're all just a bit of the circumstance of life. Not really going anywhere particular.
He
Maybe the check out Valakai next.
he nods at that, and he's like, it's weird. They always say that life has a way, and even still, and he leans in and he lowers his voice. Even in this oppressive regime here, that still seems to be the case. I meet people traveling and selling wares, and obviously here, and it everyone's story, while not exactly the same, tends to hold the same weight. You know, everyone's just trying to get by and make ends meet, and it while trying to get by and tells much different things here. It's funny how it was the same way back in Neverwinter.
Yes, it's fairly the same. Although
Isn't
the
that where I'm
roads
from?
were typically more maintained and guarded, and you had nicer cities and better food and larger temples and
Don't get me started on just oh man, what a drag it is to talk to some of these people here. You have no idea. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I hear that Count guy's a real asshole, man.
it's gonna kind of like, I think it's gonna like kind of like, whoa, man, raise his eyebrows, kind of do the lower it down, fucking with his palms.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh, that's bold words. Be careful, friend.
Is all the threats and everything everybody makes, is that real? That happens?
Real as fuck. He will do that shit.
Jeez. Who would have thought if I had by Torm's embrace? Wow.
But yes, the weather's dreary and bleak here, and nighttime is a real hellscape.
I hear unimaginable things at night. I've found so far. I ran into someone else. You know, look, I'll be honest. If you go to Valakai, make sure you're at the gates bright and early. Do not try and they lock the gates at dusk. They do not reopen them until the morning. You don't want to be stuck outside when that happens.
Aye, we've heard a tale or two of the same. I appreciate the consideration, though, as well. We'll
Yeah.
definitely heed the warning.
Look, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I've not met many people from not from here, and these two right here are the most talkative that I've met that are from here, and they haven't hardly said anything. Do they even speak common? Can they understand me right now?
Yes, no, absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, that says everything. They can understand what I'm saying. They don't say anything. Like, I don't know. This is strange. I mean, I sold rugs in Neverwinter for 15 years for my parents. Like, this is insane. Like, I'm a businessman. You have to talk to people to be a businessman. Nobody here fucking talks. Like, what is this?
It's hard to do business when you're not from here as well, I've noticed.
Well, everyone bags on me. I can't even tell what they say, but I just keep hearing the word foreigner over and over again. Like, geez, it's
Be happy you got those rounded ears, man. That helps out a lot, I think.
I think if I just walked around like a face with a slapped ass and some older clothes, like maybe they'll, recognize me as one of their own or something. I'm not sure. This countryside's not for me. You guys, everybody just keeps going on about this fog, and I walked through it, and I came out and on a shoreline somewhere, some big lake. I went to Valakai. You know what I mean? It was like mid-morning, kind of when I came out, and there were people around. I tried to talk to them. They all looked at me like I had two heads. Like, I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand this place. And your friend here is the first dwarf I've seen since I've arrived. I just assumed that they weren't welcome here or something.
People definitely seem to be infatuated with them. Kind of elbows Travok a little bit, you know, looking.
Trayvok's gonna stroke his beard and just be like, "It's the beard."
Dude, Trayvok is the table equivalent to Jerry, dude. Like he's so non-charismatic, he's super charismatic kind of a thing. Like
Exactly.
it's like this kid annoys the shit out of all of us, but we really like him. Oh man. So with that, he just looks at you like, look, I don't want to ask too many questions. I've dealt with shady groups before. Like, don't let me overstep my boundaries here. But I mean, what are y'all doing? What's your game plan here? Like, where do you go after tonight, assuming that weather permits?
Bad luck, guys, though. Never been.
He kind of nods at that. He's like, okay, well, look, if you go, I forget the name of it right now, man. It's bothering me. There's a bar there. It's kind of on the seedier end of town. It's way more rundown than this. The rooms are cheap though. The ale is pretty stout. It's also pretty cheap. Filled with ruffians though. You got to be careful. I mean, these guys. I don't know where it is they're selling in and out from, but they all kind of look like those two over there in the corner. And he kind of nods to the two pirates looking fellas over there with their tri-pointed hats. He's like, I don't know if that's some kind of weird group or whatever. The few conversations I've had when I talked about trying to leave and where I'm at, they all just tell me I can't leave. I don't know where they're selling in and out of. It was a huge body of water, but I mean, hell, dude, there couldn't have been more than one port that they were selling in and out of. So maybe they're just fishermen. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. If you had any information at all, like how I could get out of here, man, that would be great.
Oh, that would be also likewise welcome information. We're not here by choice, the majority of us.
Is anybody ever, though?
Yeah. Indeed.
Then he looks over there and he's like, look, and the innkeeper here is getting old. And every day she's, I don't know, man, she looks worse. I saw or I've seen her sit there in that same chair like that. It almost looks like she just gets exhausted or something, lightheaded. And her daughter comes out. Her name's Daisy, and she's a real doll. She'll serve you ale till you can't lift your arm up anymore. And as long as you got the coin to pay for it, there's never a problem. But she's super quick to try and handle any problems that are here. And she's even quicker to go and take care of her mother. The other one, the middle one, has some strange vigilantism. I would swear she would be ready to strike off on adventure if anyone asked, but she would be too afraid to step out the front door. That's just what I've noticed. And the other one has quite possibly the most charming smile I've ever seen, and I somehow don't know that she's ever been outside these walls.
Interesting. That's good to know.
Yeah, he points over. Oh, go ahead.
So just a question for
Mm-hmm.
the old woman's like lightheadedness.
Yeah.
I mean, did maybe like from blood loss?
No, more of like exhaustion. Think of like you ever had like a really bad case of pneumonia and you just get up too fast and you hit your coughing fit, and then before you know it, like you just kind of fall back down onto whatever it was you were sitting on.
Lots of reasons to be lightheaded. Just got vampires on the mind. Carry on.
Okay, yeah. He points over to the woman in the dress that's not new but like was fancy at one point in time, and he's like, "That's Jim Ball over there. She's got the pointy ears like you do. Pretty nice. I haven't really spoken to her a whole lot, but I know that that's what her name is. That's about all I can tell you. Going back to Valakai, the guards go by Garda. That's what everyone calls them. It's what they refer to them. And those guys are no joke. They don't put up with any kind of buffoonery or anything like that. They'll imprison you immediately. Don't be at the gate at dusk. Be there earlier, because they're gonna want to check you. They're gonna want to ask what your business is. They're gonna want to ask you where you're coming from, what it is that you have planned. They're gonna want to know it all. Don't be there at dusk. And with that, like, he just kind of sits back and he grabs his, he relaxes into a seat. He grabs his ale flagon, and he takes a drink of it.
Shall we, maybe do a round of drinks?
And he's like, "Oh, yeah, for sure. That's right. I promised you guys at least one, right?"
You don't have to pay for mine, but a drink nonetheless.
Okay. He does this weird motion. He extends out the middle finger on his left hand, and he taps the wood on it twice, and he raises his right hand up. As he does so, Rose comes like prancing over, basically, like she is super happy to serve. And she looks at him and she's like, "Yes, sir. What can I get you?" And he just says, "We'll take a round of ale and a grape juice for the kid." Oh, okay. And she runs off, comes back with drinks, sets them down, and heads off once more. And the call grabs his flagon, raises it up, and he says, "To new friends and long journeys."
To new friends and long journeys.
And with that, he'll tap it on the table, and he'll take a big swig. He relaxes back into his seat once again, and he's, "Is there anything that the lot of you wish to know from me?"
I guess nothing particularly comes to mind. Anybody you maybe have had troubles with?
He nods. He's like, "Yeah, it's there's this a couple people actually when you get close to Valakai. So there's a group of Vistani that live out there. They're real particular about who hunts near there and where you can camp, and I don't understand them when they speak. I recognize common words that are coming in. Does anybody really understand them? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't understand them at all. They don't seem to be a very friendly bunch. And I hear in my passings going back to the village that there's another encampment somewhere off of a beaten path with some old lady that runs theirs. I avoid them. If I'm being honest, they're easy to spot, and they never want to buy any of my wares. And when they try to purchase them, someone offers me a really low price, and if I have anything sitting out on the table, one person will offer me a really low price, and then the other person, I'm assuming, steals one or two of my things. I've never seen them do it, but I swear I've had things out there that whenever I went to pack up were just missing.
I wouldn't have put it past them.
Yeah.
Some are great, some are awful, is what I think we've learned.
Some are great.
Yeah, some of those Vistani.
Oh, yeah, I haven't met any of those yet. Where do you think they keep the good ones at?
I think it's just the different camps.
Oh, okay. So you're saying
Like that camp's probably a bunch of assholes, but we ran into a wandering camp and they were rather nice.
okay.
Not like the most hospitable folks. They're not jumping at arms to give you too much help, but they let us stay at their camp for a night when we were in the wilds and made sure we got a bit of food in our stomachs. Even sent us on our way with a bit of extra.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll have to go and visit them then. I've seen one driving this strange barrel-topped cart. A peculiar fellow. I've seen him. I assume it's the same person. I've seen him twice now, and since my time of arrival. He has this strange accent. And forgive me here if I do this wrong, but he looks at me and he's always like, "Hello, my friend. How are you? Are you doing well?" This is a really weird guy. And when I saw him the first time, his hair was just back into a ponytail, and he had these bright colored shirts on. And when I saw him the second time, he stops for a moment, he rubs his face. Like it's very apparent that at this point, like, you know, throughout the conversation, he's been drinking on his ale, and it's kind of starting to hit to him. And with a big wide grin and a chuckle, he looks at you, he's like, "I swear I've seen the same guy with mud over his face and his hair done up in dreads. And he was still wearing all the same colorful getup, but he had this like weird green color pattern to it, like he was trying to be a ranger of some sort." I'm so confused at what it was that I saw. I won't lie. And he kind of thumbs over to Irina and Ismar. He says, "The people that are from here are characters, to say the least. Like, would you not agree?"
I'm just going to continue to play around with the kid.
He's talking about an old buddy, right? I forget his name.
Yeah, Baru Dramir. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like, that was going to be my next thing, is like, you guys realize, like, after a while, like, he's describing Baru Dramir, which, when you guys last saw him, was basically mimicking Caspian.
Yeah. No, I don't remember his name. The people here, some of them are perfectly fine as well. It's just a lot of dreary assholishness from probably all the suck. Like I said, he's been a great guide and help thus far. I'm kind of nod over to Ismark.
He looks over at Ismark and he's like, okay, what's your name, friend?
I am Ismark. I hail from that terrible village of Barovia you were talking about.
Pretty bad, right?
Yeah, it's fair. It's pretty bad. But, well, could be worse.
He points to your insignia. He's like, what's that?
It is a gift I most recently acquired.
Oh,
Not sure how I feel about it yet.
He's like, oh, well, seems like a nice enough gift. And he just kind of raises his cup to you. He's like, was that your wife? And he nods over to Irene. He's like, is that your kid?
No.
Doesn't really look like you. And he looks at him. He's like, I don't want to be rude. And like he laughs. Like he chuckles, big wide grin. He's like, look, I don't want to be rude. Why is that kid so fat? Like, everybody I've seen over here has been average at best. More often they almost famished. Like, well, what are you feeding this kid?
Who's to say I was the one that was feeding him?
Severe thyroid problem, medically diagnosed.
He just says, thyroid?
So,
Whatever, man.
gland in the somewhere
Yeah,
thing.
my knowledge of medicine is for shit. Don't worry about it. Pyroid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it just makes him.
Yeah, with that he polishes off his ale. He looks around. We go for one more.
If you're paying.
He does the same thing, or he taps his middle finger on the table, waves Daisy or Rose over. She comes back to take the order. She's like, wow, we're making new friends tonight. And boisterously Vakal goes, yeah, these are my new friends. And he like reaches over and he puts a hand on Ismark's trap, like on his shoulder, but it's like not necessarily overly aggressive, but like rough. Like we've all been drunk. We all know what I'm talking about, where it's just like, it's just on you. He's got a firm grip.
Yeah, firmer than it should be.
Yeah. And he's like, these are my friends. We're all going to have a good drink tonight. He's causing kind of a scene a little bit at this point. And she's like, okay, well, we'll put it on your tab and you know, you can take care of it tomorrow. And she kind of prances back off. And then
the money for this, right?
He's like, hey, look, I'm not like a rich guy, but I got a little bit. You know, I got a little bit.
I will be straight honest with you, Vikal. I am poor. I have no money. I'm dirt fucking poor.
Look,
He'll pay a little bit. But
look. This is what we're gonna do.
We are so poor.
This is
welfare distribution system.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give you this coin. And we're never gonna speak of this again. And he just like slowly and like oh man, how can I put this? Like, slowly and just overtly, slowly slides this coin across the table. And it's so loud when he does so. Like, you don't have to look around the room to know that everyone is looking at you at this point. You can feel the gaze on them. Is at that point, our two guys over here come over with their flagons. And they're like, hey, Vikal! Oh, who are these guys? Oh! And they stop for a second. Than, you feel one of them like poke the tip of your ear. And you're like, oh, it's not as sharp as they call them. Yeah, I swear I heard the locals call them knife ears. This isn't that sharp. It's pointy. He just keeps poking your ear, dude. Like, he does it for probably about 10 seconds. There's not really a sign of him stopping. What's the game plan here?
I'm gonna very calmly reach up, grab his hand,
Like, please stop doing that. And
just direct his hand away from my ear.
He, like, the dude is so infatuated with the pointing fucking thing that, like, he just keeps doing it in the thin air, like, after you've moved his hand. Like, he,
look, no touch.
yeah, he, like, you know, he's a solid foot away, and, like, he just, as he keeps doing it, the shit-eating grin on his face just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And he looks, you guys want to put that kid to bed and start drinking?
I think maybe we only have the room for one night. We might want to make the best of it.
What the fuck does that mean?
I
It
mean,
took me a couple of seconds to hit me.
it probably wouldn't hurt for the child to get a little bit of rest, yes. If you want to take him up there when he's ready.
I meant to just get some rest.
With that being said, I'm going to stand up, bow my head, and guide the kid up the stairs.
Okay. Is she going to stay up there or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ismark, what are you doing, man?
I mean, well, if the kids go to bed, we could have another drink.
Oh, let's go. That's exactly where they met. Ismark was getting fucking hammered on Blood on the Vine, dude. Or Blood of the Vine.
Yeah, just trying to stay true to the character there, right?
Yeah. Ismark the Lesser, dude. So, here's what's gonna happen. Kaylee, I'll send you a message in private. The rest of you guys are gonna drink and party your fucking balls off. The Vikal addresses this dude right here as Barry. And this guy over here is Travis. And you guys are going to spend the night partying and carrying on. You're going to wake up in the morning. Well, I guess that's where you guys, we're going to wrap it here. You guys are going to do all kinds of partying and shenaniganry, hangover style. And when you guys, well, as a matter of fact, we'll leave it right there. You guys are just gonna party and do some shenanigans, and we'll go from there.
Who gave the raccoon sunglasses?
Oh shit! All right, yeah, that's all I got. I wanted to introduce you guys to a lot of the, there's a lot of NPCs kind of happening in here, and this is only going to get crazier as the sessions go on. So I wanted to kind of take some time to, set the stage.
Where's my sweet boy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Laughed as hard in any single session than this session.
Yes, this has been a good one. This was a good lighthearted. This is a good tone change for the campaign so far, and it, in a way, canonically, granted this is all homebrewed, none of this exists in the other one, but canonically, this is a speakeasy, for lack of a better term. Like the lady kind of alluded to such. Like this was originally given or was ran by a Strahdian loyalist, and then her family got to take it over. So I guess they weren't really kind of coming out clean on it, but the fact that the number of non-natives that are here right now would at least kind of lend to the fact that like they're a little more open-minded to foreigners as far as like the ideals and things that they may have, or the understanding the struggle of like this place kind of sucking ass and everybody wanting to get out of here. But like I said, with that's where we'll wrap it for tonight, and
It was a good session.
we'll go from there. Yeah, we were just gonna enjoy the night. What the fuck does that mean?
That was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. The vibes were good in here.
yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Like,
All right, y'all have a good night. It was fun.
yeah.
Jeez, yo.
Good night.
Night.